99%. I didn't say 90%. Neither did I say 95. 99% dependent on the developed world for virtually everything. If you look at today, the most efficient way of agriculture that is still sustaining us to the extent it is, there is an overly commitment of the developed world. You see the World Bank, you come again, you see the United Nations and all of it. But where am I coming to? The same way our country depends virtually on security from the developed world, financing. We know how many times the current government has borrowed. We know equally how our oil for over 20 years has always been taken abroad and brought back refined. We know how our electricity is a problem. We know how medication and medical technology and even the scientific electronic technology has equally become 100% dependent on the developed world. Even when you use developed world, even the underdeveloped world will still depend on them, like India, even other African nations. When you check all of that, you now ask yourself, why should I even think of owning a business alone and driving my business alone? Upon this, I want to define cooperative. For us who are in this meeting tonight, if I must continue, I just need individually, which makes a collective chorus, take us on. That will show me there is a commitment tonight. I didn't say much. I said I expect take us on from every one of us, which becomes a chorus. I'm waiting.
Take us on.
I only heard from one person and them, the CEO. I want to hear from every one of us. Take us on.
Take us on.
Take us on.
Yeah, I'm with you. Take us on.
Okay. Sincerely speaking, we didn't have more than 5 men who made America what America is today. Yes, if you check the general population of this platform, we are in our tens of hundreds, but 9 people are in attendance. These 9 people are more than the 5 men who changed America. They didn't have more than 2 eyes. They didn't have more than a skull. Neither did they have more than 2 hands, nor 2 legs, nor more than 1 stomach. But the problem was, they saw America as we just need to collaborate, the 5 of us, from our different ideas, synergize, and make America what it should be. That same problem they had, which they brought together, is why America is the paradise on earth today, the safe haven. But from our own end, we may not have found out how to drive America, Nigeria, the way others did. We should borrow leave from them. And this is the necessity of cooperative in Laslas. Laslas Cooperative is called Last Trust. Imagine that name. When every other trust has failed you, you trusted in the country, and the country failed you. You trusted even in your religion and prayer. It failed. It has failed Nigeria. In case you don't know, don't be offended. The CEO was seeing me off to the garage where I was to pick a vehicle after the management meeting. I told him, I said, tell me why this country will move forward. Everybody ran to the religious houses for consolation and prayers to see if they will have a solution. And when you get there, you're given all the hope that this place holds some level of moral and trust, and more wealth is amassed. For some of us who have worked in the bank, you will see that the most prominent fat account is not industry. I can mention, your guess is as good as mine, the 5 most prominent churches in Nigeria that is richer than any of the oil companies or even Coca-Cola. You know so well. You and I know so well. Now, these churches, are they really impacting economically in the growth of lives of individuals, either their members or the generality of the populace? Because they tell you that your money can extend the gospel. And when your money comes, has it really extended the gospel in winning souls? Because the moment somebody brings solution to you, your life improves. We know very well the book of Isaiah 52:17 said, see how beautiful the feet of those that bring the gospel of good tidings is. If I bring you solution, you will like seeing my legs visit you always. Everybody wants to see America, irrespective of how America, you could say, is autocratic. They invade you, you can't do anything. You still love them. Now, the truth remains, in our situation, can we borrow leave from America? Who is a trusted ally? For the 9 of us who are here, can we be trusted ally? We heard what the catalyst said yesterday. We all listened to him. People make things work. I was almost going to make a comment, but when Rema talked and I was seeing that the meeting was stretching, I decided to keep a calm. I didn't know I would be elected to talk. Now that I am talking, I want to say people make things happen for their own good. From this note, or on this note from this meeting tonight, the first step of cooperative after defining cooperative is we will make sure all our bills and our top-ups from today, let us see if we can build a common trust from the platform. That's number 1. Number 2, the definition now of cooperative means cooperating actively. For a man and a woman to procreate a child, they must cooperate actively. For a negative and a positive cable to bring electricity, there must be cooperation. Even when this one is negative and this one is positive, they don't agree, but their resultant effect is a positive light. It mustn't be that you must be a good man to be a member of a cooperative. You may be a sadist, but there is unity of purpose. You may not like me. You may not have any belief in my religion or your religion. But the important thing is, what is the purpose for which we joined cooperative? And that purpose is what has brought us to this meeting. After this meeting, if the 9 of us rise from this meeting with a good resolution, before the end of February, we will shake the foundation of this country with a solution. And if you're ready, if I believe you're ready, please and please, you're going to start cooperating actively in this meeting. It doesn't take anything to say yes, no. You know very well in the National Assembly, the ayes and the nays have it. When the nays say they don't agree, and when the ayes, cooperative means we have to practicalize it. What do I want this hour? I'm going to look at the slides, and before we go into the slides, for me to discuss the slides and end the meeting, there is a little clip I want us to watch. If the CEO can help us with that clip, let us please take a look at that clip. Are we here? GMD, are you here, sir? This is a popular clip everybody must have watched before. Now, if you watch it, you're going to see cooperation, unity of purpose. You're going to see cooperation, unity of purpose. He's equally going to leave this clip after this meeting on this platform so that you can watch it over again. Somebody from the East who is based in America said, the problem with Nigeria is when one person is attacked, everybody runs away and allow the person at the mercy of the attacker. But in America, when one person is under attack, everybody comes to the rescue of the person. And that makes the attacker get overwhelmed and lose his grip and run away. Now, look at the animals. You can see an insect and you can see their display. One miscalculated and can't make a move with them. And you could see how all of them came back to rescue this. Are we watching? Okay, I'll walk. Did we watch it? Remember, I said we were going to be participating collectively. Did we watch that clip? Nobody seems to be answering me in this meeting. Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. I can hear you particularly. I don't know.
I can hear you. We watch it.
Yeah, with you, sir.
You're done watching?
Network did not allow me to watch it.
We are done watching, sir.
Okay. Did you see any cooperation among those insects?
Very well, sir.
Cooperative simply means. The CEO, let's have the next slide.
Well, I don't have the slide. I only have the video.
Okay, if you check what I sent, sir, you're going to see the write-ups I sent to you.
Okay, that is what you want us to view, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's fine.
Are we together?
We are together, sir. We are together.
All right. Now, common sense is not common. Common sense is not common. We look out for sophisticated things, difficult things, as if it is what makes one successful and become very rich. No. What makes one successful are simple things, but done at the right time in the right direction. Simply look at it. Cooperative is the power of collective effort towards a goal. Cooperative is the power of collective effort towards a goal. Let's go rescue that insect. And the rest of them stopped halfway their journey, came back, contributed in one form or the other until they were able to turn that insect that was facing up the normal way it should be, and it joined them on the move. Nobody knows if they continue that journey, if another person is going to fall a victim. And if they keep falling victim, they'll get to a point where they won't have enough person or hands to help them. The Bible, for some of us who are Christians, apologies, because I think this will help us now go to study other religion and their books. The Bible said, a man lost one sheep out of 100. He left the 99, went for the one that is lost. This is the spirit of brotherhood. Now, the goal of a cooperative, that video is a mistake, it's a typo error. The goal of a cooperative is aggregation of individual members' goal. What is this individual member goal? Your goal is to make sure you become a successful farmer. The other person wants to be a successful engineer. The other person wants to be a successful fashion designer. The other person wants to be a successful investor. The other person wants to be a successful family man. In all of this, people will be asking, if I spend all my time helping you to become a successful engineer, when will you now spend your own time helping me to become a successful family man or a fashion designer? As such, this doubt deters us, keeps us away from collective effort. And you have discovered that in Nigeria, everybody pursuing their individual effort has got to nothing. I'm going to share my own personal experience so that it doesn't look like I'm only talking about people. In the year 2018, I discovered, first of all, the enhancement of health from the consumption of vegetables and fruit. I took a 10 plus of land, cultivated pumpkin, ugu, took another 10 plus of land, cultivated bitter leaf, another 10 plus of land, cultivated scent leaf, another 10 plus of land, cultivated water leaf, then okra, pepper, tomato. I allocated all of them 10 plus of land. I invested the money from our consultancy office with my team. I felt the first thing to achieve was a success. But without a successor, there is no success. In less than 75 days, from cucumber to 11 different species of vegetables, we are ready for the market. Because I didn't have a community of persons, if you go to the usual market, the union of the market will make you look like you are HIV carrier or a leprosy patient. Because you don't belong to their union, the only grace you will have is they will underprice you, auction your product, and you know those products or produce, is called produce, are perishable and they don't have shelf life. If you spend extra 1 hour after breakfast, then the sun is going to make a mess of them. At the end of the day, we didn't realize up to 2%, I didn't say 20% of the money invested, and those vegetables wasted there. Even when we took to being generous, benevolent in giving it to people continuously for free, people still couldn't consume it all. Out of frustration, gave birth to the cooperative we are discussing today. The cooperative idea. Why did China succeed? China, first of all, grew their population. When they grew their population, they became the first consumers of their industrialization boom. Then they started looking at countries with equally more population. They extended into Africa, more especially the giant of Africa in population, Nigeria. Nigeria may not continue to be the giant of Africa in any other thing, but in population, give it to them. We still have that population. So it's a big market for any successful nation. So population is key. The market is the key. And the more you want to be successful, get people to depend on you, the more you profile solution to people, the more successful you are. Nigeria is, if not for 70% dependent on China, and China is richer than almost America today. As such, it is ideal, very much ideal, that we borrow a leaf from China that just emerged from behind. And today they are a very big economic threat to America, even security threats to America. That was how we saw the USSR, Russia emerging from it and becoming a giant from that Europe angle. What am I saying tonight? 9 of us can emerge to becoming a very great population. We will, after this meeting, influence the total of 754 members of Laslas official Telegram. And from there, this 754 will influence over 200 million Nigerians in less than a month. How do we do that? We entered into the cooperative idea where we brought in over thousands of people, got them committed into the vegetable investment again. We said, Please, let's go into vegetable. We will never buy vegetable in the market again. We tried it, it worked. See our videos, see our clips, it worked. Do you know if you invest a 20,000, that is all for your vegetable consumption for the year? People said it's not true. We said, okay, let's go in. Of course, some people were still skeptical. Of course, some people were still Nigerian mindset. They want to watch things happen. They like praying things happen. But for those who made things happen, contributed their 20,000. Yes, we didn't have much money like we did initially, but we went into the farming again, and our harvest paid off. We didn't buy those things in the market, and we were now reviewing. Some people said they spent over 200,000, calculating the number of times they cook vegetable per week for the 52 weeks in a year. They discovered that they have been able to cut so much of the expenditure, family expenditure, through that collective goal setting. Next slide, please, so that we can just almost drive this thing home. Next slide, sir. Are you here, sir?
Yes, sir. Are you saying something?
Yes, I'm looking at that slide. I want to see that slide again. Let me just use it to drive home. Are you there, sir? Can I look at it? We have discovered that everybody needs money. But true, like I said, if we all want to solve our individual problems with money, a lot of you, what you need money is to start your own business. But please don't feel like we failed in 2018. If you want to succeed, learn from our mistakes and join the last trust. This one is the only one you can trust. Now, if we set up a goal in the cooperative, the last trust, and everybody is part of it, let's assume that in last trust we have just 1 million members as at today, and 1 million members all invested a 10,000. If we take a 10,000 and go into one project, which all of us are equally going to consume, and it becomes cheaper for us because we now own it. Let's assume that we used it to secure a data. When others are buying data for 1,000, maybe 1,000 could be like 1.5 gigabyte. From last trust, you're now getting 1.8 gigabyte at 1,000. You got more data for just 1,000. You saw that you would have seen that you maximized the opportunity. You were able to maximize your 1,000 compared to those out there. This equally, last trust will make a profit from it. Let's assume that the profit was another 1 million. A lot of us can borrow from that to set up our own business. And our individual business will equally be advertised amongst us in the e-commerce. Our e-commerce will equally help us distribute your product. Let's assume that we'll have the best fashion designer in our midst. If you like being Kanu, if you like being Kaduna, all we need to do is to meet our individual tailors here and take a measurement and entrust you, because you are now sewing. A member of a cooperative somewhere takes 3,500 to sew a senator. I'm talking about a world-class senator. And people thought he was being a stupid man. When people sew senators with 25,000, 30,000, not inclusive of the material cost, you buy your material. To be very candid, this man closed 2025 December sewing 14,000 jobs. With the next meeting, when we'll be talking about cooperative, I may invite him to talk to us. He employed so many people and gave them different division of labor what to do for him. The man said from November he has even closed collecting clothing. There are things we can do here and we'll become captains of industry will grow out of proportion individually. But collectively, everybody encouraged and supported and patronized you to becoming what you want to become. It is called collective ownership. On that note, we said the philosophy of cooperative simply means cooperating actively. CEO, this has disappeared again. The philosophy of cooperative simply means cooperating actively. Everybody, the moment we announce today that somebody like Rema is a dealer of yam from Jos, we should be asking Rema, please, how do you supply every one of us yam? We won't eat yam from any other source other than from Rema. So that at the end of the day, if Rema becomes so successful and rich, Rema will equally use his profits to support another person by investing in another person to grow. And we will all collectively patronize the person. Before you know it, we will become the bride, the best bride in the nation. And people, because I tell you, success is contagious, people will be attracted to us. The power of cooperative is the new world order. Please, when I finish this session, Google what the new world order means. The new world order, for me, my simple definition is the new way of doing things that is global best practices. The global best practice. When you look at nations that have really attained height called development, they are all applying the new world order. Global best practices for professionals, that's the name. Sorry, CEO, please, can you just round off with that? I didn't see it has disappeared again. So, like I said, cooperative is simply what anybody can say is the best way to succeed. CEO, I have not seen the slide, sir.
Sorry, let me put it on again.
Okay. Now, for you being a member of Laslas Cooperative, you must be very intentional. What is your intention for coming? Understand what you're coming to. You're coming to help build a community which you benefit from. You're coming to build an overpopulated community for your own good and for the good of every other person. Why do you need to support another person to grow? Should you fail, you see who to depend on. But when you want to succeed alone and you meet failure, because you equally shortchanged others, outsmarted and neglected others, sincerely speaking, your failure will be fatal because you won't have anybody to rescue you. You must be very purposeful. What is your purpose? My purpose is if I help others, they will reciprocate. And that is the rule in cooperative. You must be zealous. You don't drag your feet. Before we say Jack, you have even mentioned Robinson. The moment we say we need who will support this, you jump in with your last thrust to show that. You must be passionate. Passionate means that there's no other thing that has consumed you or you're thinking of apart from that. Expectant means that common goal, that result every one of us is waiting for. Make that goal stronger by equally joining in the expectation. Some people will tell you, I've done my own now. What is my own? Whether it works or it doesn't work, it doesn't concern me. That shows there's no commitment. If all of us have put in our efforts as expected in the appropriate level or magnitude, I tell you, your expectation will be high because you won't want to be disappointed. Upon this, the strength of the cooperative, I can tell you, overwhelms the individual strength. You can't doubt it. You can't doubt it. If any of us is bereaved with the way the country economic situation is now, I tell you, the depression will be more than what you think of. Or imagine you be having a house rent problem that you're having the landlord troubling life out of you. But the moment you mention it here and you hear everybody chorus, that shouldn't be a problem, we're here for you. You will sleep like a baby that night just for that pronouncement. And before you wake up in the morning, let's assume that your rent is 1 million naira. You're staying in a 3-bedroom flat. And 1,000 of us just threw in 1,000, which is not even like a money for data or airtime. You wake up, just 1,000, and you see a 1 million. Honestly speaking, you will be humbled. You will now know what the power of cooperative is. Nations that succeeded borrowed leave from the ant, according to the holy book that said, "You sluggard, you lazy man, go and learn from the ant." On this note, I want to tell us our ideology from tonight. Before you go to bed, regret all our actions. The only way to go is the cooperative. You see, all of that makes you feel Laslas is just concerned about me buying shares to grow Laslas. You thought Laslas will grow, and maybe the prime movers of Laslas will start riding Porsche cars, flying here and there, and you will still be at the level you are. Monkey walking, baboon chopping. This is not Laslas. The name Laslas is not a mistake. The name Laslas this is the only last hope, the last straw that breaks the camel's back. We are trying to let you understand that the strategy we're coming with is a total package, all inclusive. You know, those days, Nigeria will always campaign. They will say, join us, come with us. We are on our way. Education for all by the year 2000. But some people's religious belief didn't even make them accept education. And they told you that Western education is a taboo. Well, apologies to ignorance. But the truth remains. The core truth remains. Somebody asked, if you say Western education is a taboo, why are you using phone? Why are you using the internet? Why are you using the sophisticated weapon? Why are you riding the motorized instruments like from motorcycle to vehicles? Why are you using rocket launcher and AK-47 and AK-49? For me, ignorance is worse than HIV. Let's not be as stupid as people who religion have destroyed their sense of reasoning. Religion is the killer of this country called Nigeria. Without apologies. You don't know me, I don't know you, but we have a purpose that brought us here. And when we're looking at that purpose, we should define what is destroying us. And we should be definite with what will grow us. As at Dangote, at the level Dangote is, Dangote does not pay attention to those aspects of the religion that will in any way sabotage his economic life. The same with Bua Cement, the same with Rano, and too many of them. I can tell you as well, even all the senior pastors that are flying aircrafts everywhere, sincerely speaking, they are only cajoling those who have submitted to hypnosis to make their own fortune. True religion is love. True love is sacrifice. Sacrifice means making sure that you bring a solution to others in expectation that they will show appreciation when you are in trouble to bring solution to you. If you want them to bring solution to you first before you take to them, you will wait till your last breath and you won't get, because that is everybody's expectation. But doing something extraordinary is being able to make the first offer, thinking of what can I do for you? And when the person offers what you want, he wants you to do for him. If you're able to do that, the person is indebted to you. The next you owe the person is communication of your own trouble, and the person will reciprocate. in seeking and bringing solution to you. Sincerely speaking. In our next exposition about the cooperative, we will begin to go practical on how Laslas will economically invade the Nigeria and erode the economic ignorance and get all of us standing upright economically. Thank you. I wait for your reactions.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Kingsley, for that seamless and wonderful presentation. Please, do we have any questions? If you have any question, please feel free to ask concerning the cooperative. Please ask questions. I expect so many questions now. Don't swallow your questions. Don't say I will ask later. Don't DM anybody. Ask your questions now, please. Questions. Do we have any questions?
Sorry, Prof. I don't know if all of us are still here. They are not responding, Prof. Can people
Yeah.
just be very alert? This is actively, they should cooperate actively. I beg of us.
Network. No, it's network. I think it's network. They're here. I think it's network. Please, do we have any question? Nobody should come and ask me anything. No. Ask your question here now, please. If you're here and you're hearing me, you have a question. Rema, Sammy, people will ask you questions. Ask your questions now. What are those things you think people will ask concerning the cooperative? Cooperative. The simple question: how do I join the cooperative? How, as an existing partner, how can I join the Last Trust Cooperative? Okay, that's the first question I expect someone to ask now. Now that I've asked, Dr. Kingsley, please, you can throw more light on that for them.
Okay, Prof. Simply put, we have looked at it. The CEO offered everybody who is going to be taking up the premium partnership an automatic registration into the last trust. But for anybody who is not able to pick up that equity, you still have option. My children, my spouse, everyone working with me are all into the cooperative. And what are we talking about? It's a 1,000 naira. You submit your name, your occupation, your address, and your phone number. These things are going to form your registration code so that nobody will have the same code with you. And at the tap of your code, your data will come up. Like once you tap your NIN, every information about you will come up. Your LGA, your state, your occupation, your phone number, your name. In this regard, you're a member and you're expected to pay a 1,000 monthly dues. So the whole year, you're paying just 12,000 naira dues for the 12 months, and your registration is just 1,000, like I said. Then in extension, any projects you want to earn very fatly, investment, once it is announced, you participate. A unit of the project, let's assume that we want to build a castle, and that castle is going to give us income of 1 billion naira every year. And the unit of investment maybe is 100,000 or 20,000. You know how many units of that investment you want to be. Because at the end of the day, first of all, whatever the project will build, you're going to participate in employment opportunity. You're going to participate in so many things. Cooperative is what those who built the Tower of Babel used in advancing. So to advance us out of the murky waters economically into a paradise of wealth, we must collectively do it. And it's so simple. The board of directors of Laslas didn't see any reason why anybody cannot be a member. Even a day-old child, even the oldest man in Nigeria, home and abroad, is a global cooperative, transgenerational. 1,000 naira is 1,000, you're a member. Whether you're rich or poor, you can afford 1,000 naira. And every month, your dues is 1,000. That makes you valid, a valid member to be able to benefit from anything. And that automatically makes you a member of Laslas. And you begin to enjoy on the platform e-commerce what you do. Because the Laslas is going to help you once you're a member of the cooperative to sell your product. If you like, be in Kafanchan, provided you're selling the best kulikuli and the best aya, sincerely speaking, every one of us, the CEO, you will just hear the CEO very soon begin to give what we call a blanket directive as a policy statement. This month, we're going to buy from John Oti, the catalyst. We're going to buy from him. Everybody, make sure you buy up to kulikuli 1,000 for your house. And every one of us will rush and buy from John. Now, how many people bought from Imo State? They say 500 people. Let's look for a vehicle and move it down to them. How many people bought from Enugu State? How many bought from Kaduna State? Finally, at the end of the day, John is richer. John comes here with his testimony, and John grows his equity. If John was holding an equity of 100,000, John will make a profit of 10 million from the kulikuli he sold. John is investing a 5 million. This is the only way we can grow. I tried to stretch it comprehensively so that we can understand. More questions, please.
All right, thank you so
All
much.
right.
I'm sure those that are
I have a
listening.
question, sir.
Talk. Oh,
Good
Hello.
yeah,
evening.
ask.
Okay, Mr. Sam, you can ask your own first.
All right. All right. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for the lectures. Although I was a kind of off and on because sometimes you know how Lagos could be, and LT sometimes you be around noisy area while you're trying to navigate your way back home. So for the few ones that were able to comprehend, I really want to ask a question: is this cooperative incorporated into the last package already? So that and if it is, I heard you mention of if you being a partner, you use like 1,000, and every month to be 1,000, so that at least you could. Is it already incorporated in the last package? So that we know, so that we know how to go about it out there to make the last package more robust for people out there. So I want to know, please. Thank you.
Very important question. This is Laslas Cooperative. It is called Last Trust. It is Last Trust. The same way Laslas has Last e-commerce is the same way we call it Last Mart. Is the same way we have Last Trust. It's a registered cooperative owned by Last, tagged Last Trust. And like I will always say, what do we want to achieve? I have the mandate of the board of directors to address us tonight about it. What we want to achieve now is, if it was difficult talking to Tom, Dick, and Harry around you, where you worship and the rest, this is the banger of the solution everybody is expecting, like a miracle, looking up to the hill where their help will come from. This time around, anybody who now hears that, just follow me. Say you want solution. Within a time frame of 1 year, check if your life will change or not. Just follow me, do what I do. Take a 1,000 naira and come along with me. Just register. Any month, drop your 1,000. And be very committed to whatever you hear them say. There is no week in the cooperative discussion. You're not going to see a solution that will benefit you. Because the board of directors, on or before February, we start dishing out solutions to all the members of the cooperative. I just gave a little. I said, imagine John selling tiger nuts and the kulikuli, which you call granite cake. And there is a policy statement from the group managing director. Make sure John sells 1,000 naira kulikuli to you. Don't ask how it will get to you, because Last Logistics is equally going to come up. We're launching our Last Logistics. You say, oh, really? John, okay, how do we send the 1,000? And John gets your 1,000. John starts packaging. At the end of the day, the kulikuli you'll be getting and the tiger nut you'll be getting for worth of 1,000 can never be compared to what you get within your area. This will far outweigh what you get within your area. Number one, see your appreciation. That's the power of cooperative. Because economy of scale means the larger you buy, the cheaper it becomes. We all went to the secondary school, which is the only school. Secondary school is the last school. At the end of the day, John himself is coming. As you're happy that you bought a cheaper kulikuli and cheaper tiger nut, John, on the other angle, is happy too that all of you bought in smallest unit of 1,000, but John is 10 million naira richer. At that end, John is asking, so 10,000 people bought from me 1,000 naira worth of this item, and I have a 10 million. John will quickly, you will hear the CEO announcing here the next week. Please, so John just took up equity of 5 million. See the evidence of his share certificate. Now, we have another 10 people to favor the next week. I bet you, the power of cooperative will overwhelm this adverse economic situation we're facing in this country. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Any other question? Rema, you can ask your question now.
Okay. Good evening, ma. Good evening, CEO. Good evening, Dr. Kinsley, and everyone on the call. Some of us, when we hear cooperative, our mind begins to jump that they're sharing money somewhere. So this cooperative now that we're talking about, is it that they will be sharing money quarterly, or they will be giving out money to members, they will be giving out loans to members, or how? Or is it that when we pay the 1,000 naira monthly due and the to purchase, are you gonna be contributing money to it, or there's a particular amount of money you're going to be saving, or how are you going to do? I just want clarity on that before I ask the next question, sir.
Sorry, Rema, network didn't allow me much, but if I got your question, you're asking if we're going to be contributing money after paying the monthly dues and your registration. Is that what you asked?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Rema. Okay, thank you. Your question is very clear and good. First of all, somebody will say, let me get to the US first. I'll find what to do. One of the things you must understand is the cooperative is not going to be burdensome. Create opportunities to take you from level 1 till the highest level. So for every money that is coming out from you, it's a solution to you. It's only going to make good your problems with solutions in a better, cheaper, and I think a stronger quality. So nobody is going to make it look like we're contributing money which we're not getting anything in return. Because first of all, somebody will come here to teach you the benefits of the tiger nut to your health, the benefits of kulikuli before we go into it. You can't just wake up because we want to make the catalyst rich. We just want to do that alone. First of all, we must redefine all of this. I said cooperative is purposeful, intentional. Rema shouldn't just, OT shouldn't, the catalyst shouldn't go into any business because he wants to make money. This is what is killing the Nigerian economy. 90% of people who entered into business didn't go into it to bring solution to people's life. They only entered into it to see how to make money. The kulikuli you're selling, how does it improve people's life? The opportunity cost of somebody who is hungry vis-a-vis kulikuli, except somebody wants to drink garri with it. Maybe that is where you begin to say, when you can't check how much, 1,000 feet no buy me plate of food. But if I buy kulikuli now, I buy garri, buy sugar, water then near me. But the important thing is John should be able to sell that idea and the content of the kulikuli, that if you blend it with the gari, is going to enhance your health before it becomes a policy statement that we should all go all out for it. These are the things we want to do, because America don't just sell products. America don't just render services. Neither does China. China is creating a lot of solutions. See, all of us today have Android phone. In real sense, if it were America or UK producing Android phone, a lot of us can't afford it. Look at just their currency. With the currency of UK and America, sincerely speaking, 90% of those who have Android technology phone today will not be able to afford it. But with the help of China, even somebody whose earning is not up to 50,000 has an Android and can come on WhatsApp, this meeting, or Telegram to chat to you. So this is a solution to an impoverished Africa, courtesy of China. We will be looking at things objectively and positively as we enhance our economy through such solutions. I don't know if I answered your question well, Rema.
Okay, sir. The question was answered, but not in another dimension, not properly answered 100%. What I want to understand is, in clear terms, what are the core values of what are the benefits of the cooperative? Just the way we have, if you sign up with partnership package of 100,000 naira in Laslas, you have, it's clearly stated 250 units of shares, onboarding of ads and the rest. Now, in clear terms, as a member of the cooperative, what are the clear benefits? So, like in one, you have access to this, access to this, access to this as a member. And are you going to be doing anything else as a member also? Thank you, sir.
Okay, even though today is the introductory class, but you want to just go to the revelation of it at the same time, no problems. The first thing is, once you have registered as a member of the cooperative, the summary of the benefits, so that in our next lectures we'll be breaking it down, is your problem becomes a problem of everybody. Your burden becomes a burden of everybody. And the capacity of everybody will be able to overcome the problem you are personally facing. What you cannot be able to solve for yourself, collectively, everybody will help you get it solved. That is the last trust. That is why it is called last trust. Somebody who can be able to carry out the funeral of his his deceased, in the last trust, things will begin to find shape. And that is why we have different stages of growth in the cooperative. So at everyone it comes, you begin to see the solution, because you get to a level where everybody know the popular Akao thing. Those who contribute Akao, at the end of the period when you want to collect it, you pay commission to those who hold the money on trust for you. But in last trust, rather than you paying commission to last trust, you will be earning interest from it. Maybe you contributed for 3 months. Every day you're contributing 100 naira. For 30 days is 3,000. For 3 months is 90,000. 9,000. When last trust will be giving you your contribution, because maybe you want to use it for one project, that 9,000 may be having a 9,200. This is one benefit. Number two, equally, you may have access to near interest-free loan or single digit. Single digit means CBN now and every other borrowing houses cannot give you any loan less than 50% interest. You want to borrow 1 million, in 30 days or in 1 year, you're paying almost 500,000. But in last trust, if you borrow 1 million, 9% of it is just simply 90,000. This is another benefit you're going to be getting. We'll be expatiating these things when we get to that level. You want to enter into a business, you don't have money, you don't have the knowledge, you want to go and learn the skill. Last Trust will sponsor you and trust even the funding into your care, or equip you with those instruments that will enhance your skill, and from there you start earning. But all of these things is at different levels, because we will equally be sure that you're committed. Because some people, when you bless them, they run away. They won't want to be there to bless others, and they weaken the strength of the cooperative. But when you are strengthened to bury your deceased today, everybody contributed 1,000, and you got a 10 million, and you buried your deceased with a 2 million, and 8 million is in your hand. Even if 20 people are going to be dying this year, or 100 people, you should be ready to each of them give them their own 1,000. If you run away, you have broken the chain, and by then those people will not equally get what we have promised. So we must know the level you get to at every level for us to be able to know the solutions we give to you per time. So this is a going concern. Laslas is bringing all the arsenal on the table. Introduce this. At the introductory level, we're still looking at them. Very soon, we'll be going deeper into all of the benefits, stage by stage. So be very expectant. Like I said, you're going to see a whole lot of solutions to problems of the past, current, and future. Thank you.
Okay, thank
All
you
right,
very
sir.
much, Dr. Kingsley, sir. I think I am being cleared a bit, but I will make a suggestion. Since the cooperative and the last month the last trust will really benefit people. Uh, as we embark on it, if these benefits can be stated, if we have 10 benefits of being part of the cooperative, I think that the 10 benefits be stated. That is what is going to motivate people, members, to drive them. There is a kind of benefit that somebody will see on a poster, benefit of last trust. So we can generate 1 million users in that last trust because the person has seen the benefit. But if they don't see it from the beginning, it may not be able to drive. I'm speaking from my own angle. So that benefit is very important because I was hearing about the benefits, and I'm already encouraged about the benefits. Thank you very much, sir.
Rema, you're very right. We'll be coming up with that in less than a week, and it will equally be prepared in a flex design, the same way we'll have that of the premium partnership. And I know what
It's
you're
very
saying.
important.
It
Very,
will
very
drive
important.
a million. It will drive a million followers. I like what you just said.
Then do we
That will
then
be
please
considered
another
at the
question,
board.
sir. Do we have a particular number of people that we want for the cooperative? Maybe minimum of this, maximum of this. Is there a particular number or it's
The
unlimited?
the board of directors said the list for this year is 10 million, but unlimited. The list for the year is 10
Okay.
million because it
10
is
million
the desire.
subscribers.
Yes, it is the desire of the board of the directors to see over a 50% of Nigeria or 70% of the Nigerian population into the last trust, because the solution promises to reach everybody in the sequence.
Okay. So
You know,
so
the
meaning
wisdom of the board is people's problems are going to be reviewed, and solutions are going to be coming in sequence. Come in first, then you begin to find your solutions. You can't get solutions from outside. So all of those key solutions you're talking about, I think communication is going to be coming up with a flex design anytime before this time next week.
okay, sir. Thank you. So now, as a member of the last trust, do I need to be in a 20K package, or I need to be a premium partnership package before I join the last trust? Is there a particular consideration first? Do I need
No,
to
no,
own a
no,
partnership package account?
now, Rema, because we're looking at our time too. I like all your questions. Very important for every one of us here. If you don't have the money to start even with the 20K or 50K, join first of all with the last trust of 1,000 registration, 1,000 monthly dues. You can pay all your dues for the year, or you can even pay your dues for 1 month or 2 months ahead. Then, if you can now want to, because the chances, according to the board of directors' decision as a policy, if you want to increase your chances of getting solutions as a member of Last Trust, you can begin to now pick up your premium equity. Because let me tell you, when we have 200 people now who want a loan, the interest-free loan or a single-digit loan, Maybe everybody wants to pay their house rent. We'll first of all recognize those who have equity with us. Did you get it?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm listening very
Good.
well.
Good. So we are going to scale up all of that. But that is not to say that people who are just a member of Laslas won't get solutions. No, no, no. Everybody's going to get. But maybe let's say the policy of the company is per month we can't give more than 100 people loan. If we have 100 people who are equity partners, we'll first of all give to them. Then we'll now move to those. In the next month, we'll now move to those who are members of Last Trust. But when we have those who have equity partnership 5 or 20 or 50, and our policy says we must give 100 people loan every month, of course, we will equally extend to the members of the Last Trust who need a loan for their rent or whatever. All of that
So
is
meaning
going
that
to
the
come.
higher consideration will be given to people that have higher stake in the company
Big time, my dear.
or in the
Big
last
time,
trust.
sir. Big time, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Well done.
For now, I think let me pause here for now.
Very grateful with your questions. Thank you.
All right, sir. Sir,
Can you take
okay.
questions?
Hello, ma. I want to get some clarity here, please. Sorry, everyone. I know that our time is past spent, but I just want to get a clear headline so that I can actually. Can I go on?
Go ahead.
Okay. So in a nutshell, we're trying to say Laslas has a marketing space that showcases your product online, which is called a Last Mart. And this Last Mart has a backings to showcase all of your products, which is called a cooperative backings that can showcase all of your product, which is called, and make sure everybody patronize you, which is called the Last Trust. And this Last Trust also have a backings that ensures that their partners can actually get some probably a support or probably a loan when they are down to meet up their needs at a particular time. Is this what this is all about? And if it is so, sir, has this thing already been incorporated in the Laslas? So this is just the clarity I really want to get. And again, if you are a partner of this Laslas, irrespective of your package, are we saying that even if you are in 20,000 package, 50,000 or 100,000 package, so long as you're paying the dues of the last trust, you can still be a partaker of the cooperative? That's my questions and the clarity I need, sir. And the clarity I would really want to get, sir.
Good questions too. Number one, the window for registration into the Last Trust is open from tonight, and communication is going to post on the platforms all of the requirements to get everyone registered. Like I said, you can register every single member of your family. It increases your chances of solution. That you registered for yourself, your wife still has a problem, your children does, your relations, siblings, everybody. Register everybody, number one. The CEO is equally going to be announcing in less than 1 week, I think, a bonus and a more clarity chances of support, financial support, in case you want to set up a business for those who have classified number of people they have brought into the Last Trust. In extension again, Last Trust, once you are a partner or a member of Last Trust, which is the member of the cooperative, you increase your equity to increase your chances. Somebody who is asking for a 1 million may not get a 1 million as a member of Last Trust. But somebody who is asking for 100,000 as a member of Last Trust may be given. Once you begin to look at the indices and maybe conditions that should qualify you. The qualifications, these things are simple, so it doesn't look like these things are difficult. But there is no con business here where somebody wants to use a 1,000 naira registration to come and have a Shylock of 1 billion naira. No, we don't do smart things. These things are technical, most prudent approach to growing every member of the cooperative. One, it is called Last Trust because you owe me trust as a member, I owe you trust as a member, and we must justify all the trust we owe each other. Then the Last Mart will advertise your product if you are into any service or business. This is another, how do put is subsidiary of Laslas. You know, Laslas is a conglomerate. It has different businesses. Like they will soon launch the last logistics. Laslas has so many. It wants to touch every facet of human economic endeavor. Now, this last mart will advertise your business once you're now a member of the last trust, which is the cooperative. Then the next aspect of it, like you said, to grow that business after advertising it, it is now the member of the cooperative you belong to that will be your first customers. Ask yourself, if I want to bake bread as we speak today, am I sure of the number of people who will eat it? If I have leftover, will it not erode even my cost of production? How much more profit? But imagine when all of us here, after testing your loaf of bread, the sample you brought, maybe you brought 5 loaves, and all of us took a pinch and tested it, and we ordered for one loaf. 750 loaves for tonight. You're sure of the market, so nobody's going to tell you stories. To have been ordered means your money is down already. This is why America is thriving. There's no leftover. We want to build that standard amongst ourselves. And when others who are not members begins to see you step by step growing, they'll jump in. And as we grow our population, so you grow your market opportunity. For you who have 754 members here who are going to patronize your loaf this morning, imagine if by tomorrow we have 10,000 members. Uncle, you have scaled up your industrial capacity. I don't know if I was able to answer your question. I'm sorry, I was having some calls.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. So, in a nutshell, we are saying the Laslas, as it is right now, has an online space which is called the Last Mart. The Last Mart has these cooperative backings that can actually showcase your products to people out there if you're willing to join the Last Trust Cooperative. So, because the reason why I'm saying this, I want to get the clarity because I like packaging my team to people and to make sure that the last package is more robust. So are we saying that is what it is? The last has a last month online space where you can showcase your products, and they have these backings with the Last Trust Cooperative. If you're willing to join, that can actually skyrocket your business to the next level. In a nutshell, this is what we are saying, right?
Yeah, Prof, who is the director of
Okay,
communications,
Sammy.
is going to come to you to eat now.
Okay, Sammy. For the sake of time, for the sake of time, the education level of the all of the product lines are continuous, program. So what I'm going to say is this: Last is the stand out brand. And with Last we have the product, different product models, which include the Last Mats, the Last Secure, which take care of insurance, and the Last Trust, which covers the cooperative, business. So as time goes on, I think by next week Wednesday, there's going to be an elaborate information and clarity across the the Last Secure, and the Last Trust business, right? So Last Trust is not within Last Mart. Last Mart is an independent e-commerce ecosystem that allow merchants to onboard different kind of product, whether they are digital or organic products. And the Last Trust is the cooperative products, the cooperative business of Last. And then you have the Last Secure, which is the insurance product of Last. So each of these product models has its own unique benefits and targets and goal that it has to achieve. But the entire thing runs within the last business. Why this is the case is because why everybody else is looking at fintech to handle bank transfer. We are looking at fintech to also provide unique solution to all the partners and users that will be coming into the last app. So each person is coming in to meet up a unique solution, whether it's that solution is around the payment system, it's around the insurance, around the digital cooperative business that offers different benefits to its members, and of course the last mile ecosystem that allows businesses to uh, connect to users, buyers, and drive revenue and visibility. So along the line, as time goes on, we'll be unleashing all of the clarity around each product modules, so that we understand how we are going to be selling out each of the products and to benefit each person that engage at different levels. So for sake of time, we have to end here so communication can take it up and close the meeting. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sure. Thank you, Dr. Kingsley. Thank you, my CEO. Thank you, Rema. Thank you, Sammy. I actually wanted to cut you guys off to say we will continue in the next meeting. You can't get everything tonight. But I just said, okay, let me allow everybody to exhaust what they have. But honestly speaking, you may not grab everything now. But thank God you've got clarity on some things for tonight. So this study or this training will continue. The slides will be ready so that I just thank God see you stepped in, you know, just to make it clear. So as time goes on, we'll keep talking more on the cooperative insurance, different products of last, you know, and then you will have a better understanding and clarity of it. I understand you guys because you are the foot soldiers in your different regions. So thank you everyone for coming. I'm sure this meeting was an interesting one, right? So do have a very good evening. This meeting has come to an end. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
Right.
All right. Thank you. Good night.